Very best piece of advice, like, keep grinding and know what you grinding for and know who you talking to. Like, when you rapping, just don't be rapping. Like, know who your audience is.
Welcome back to the Urban Oasis podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Last Generation, and we got a special guest here.
Ali.
So, welcome. It's been an definitely. Hey, anybody that's in the chat, W's in the chat, man. Appreciate everybody that's here. Stuff like that. It's been long overdue. Long time coming, and it's been a lot of stuff, a lot of complications, but here we are. It's a nice night out, whatnot. For you personally, I know that like we caught up a bit, and stuff like that. I noticed that you make some content of your own,
I do. I mostly make gym content for right now.
Before we get more into that, let the people know that isn't really familiar with you and stuff like that, or meeting you for the first time. Let them know who you are. Just a brief background and stuff like that.
Right. So my name's Ali or Aaliyah. Also Leah the Space Cadet on Instagram and TikTok. I mostly make gym content for right now. I plan on doing some what I eat in a day, etc. So stay tuned for that. If you guys want to follow me, you can follow me there.
Definitely gonna have them social media panels in there. Make sure you guys are following up because she is pretty consistent, and that's was motivation. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely seeing people like-minded individuals in that space influences you to up the scale and take it up a notch and stuff like that. In regards to the gym content, because that's what like you pretty much specialize in, right?
Right.
What
That's my niche.
in regards to that niche, what made you want to jump into that? Like what was that deciding factor?
Honestly, it's something that I've been wanting to do like since I was in high school. Be a content creator. I always seen myself living that lifestyle, going to the gym, eating right, etc. It was really just how do I say, like, a long time coming, I would say. I want to say I started my fitness journey back last year, like a year ago, exactly, more or less.
Getting them gains. What's like your favorite what's your favorite workout day? Like what does that look like? Upper body, lower legs, like what does that look like for you?
See, that's hard to choose because, like, I like upper, I like lower.
Yep.
Honestly, I just like going to the gym, so I'd say all. But if I did absolutely have to pick one, I would have to pick push. So chest, shoulders, triceps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel the most accomplished after obviously you said that's pretty much like your favorite, but do you feel like the most complete? Like that was a successful, gym day, more so doing that? Doing those three components?
Most definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially shoulders too. Like there's something about the shoulders, the shoulder workouts.
So before I ask, switch gears a bit, but what's how important do you feel like diet plays a factor into like your fitness journey?
Honestly, I'd say 100%. Diet is 100% because you could definitely see gains almost immediately. Like if you stick to a diet, I'd say like a month or so.
Like a month?
Yeah, you could
Okay.
definitely start seeing results even without working out. Just eating right for 1 month, not even going to the gym, you definitely get right.
Yeah, for me personally, I gotta make some more gym content. But I noticed that obviously like the diet is everything. Like my pops used to tell me something like if you don't focus on your diet, you're not gonna see the results that you want. So I didn't start seeing a little bit of results, maybe hit a PR or just improve in any fashion until cause I used to go like train and hit the hills and stuff like that, get out and eat a large piece of all the toppings, Takis. I used to get like 2-3 bags. I used to be going crazy, so I never really took that serious. But it is important, and you feel a lot more like complete, you know. And I know you mentioned shoulders, so what is like your favorite for the ones that's wondering in the chat? What's like your favorite like body exercise and stuff like that, or not body exercise, but like on the guy, what is like the most attractive to you? For like the gym
Mm.
bros out there, a lot
I'm
of
gonna,
girls say back.
I'm gonna definitely have to say back. Yeah,
Yeah.
most definitely back. Um, back and then biceps.
And you would say that it's pretty much a no go. If he doesn't, he wanted to shoot his shot. If he don't be in the lab, it's over with. That shit dead.
He probably has like a 60% chance versus like someone who goes to the gym.
A 60% chance.
Like I could still go for it to be honest, but
It's not bad.
yeah.
Cause I was Cash. If you on here, one of my homegirls, she be doing content and whatnot. She say that if he ain't in the gym, it's a no go. She ain't going for it. You know.
I can understand that to be honest.
Yeah. So being out here, is it something that is anything like in specific? You want to take it to like? Have you ever thought about being like a personal trainer, doing
I
anything
actually
like that?
have. I was talking to some fitness trainers at the EOS that I go to.
Yep.
And he was telling me like it's really not that hard just going online and doing the certification and the training and all that. It's definitely something that I did look into. Most definitely for the future.
Yeah. Sweet. And you from out here? Like where are you from originally?
I'm from California, but I've been here about 4 or 5 years, I want to say.
4 or 5 years. So you pretty much desert.
A native here, I guess.
Yeah. That's what's up. That's what's up. Me personally, for those that don't know, I've been here about the same amount of time. Got here early pandemic, 2020. It's life changing. It was definitely difficult, you know, or just different. But here I am, you know.
Here we are,
Yeah.
5 years later, still here.
Yep. What's something that's been weighing on you heavy lately? Is it anything like in specific?
Um, Honestly, consistency in my life has definitely been like a little bit of a struggle, especially with like upheaval in my life. I'd say like it definitely disrupts the routine and everything, the flow of how I already had everything. So just really getting back into it.
Yeah. Big consistency and discipline is everything, you know. It's been a lot of stuff going on, you know, lately. I came across like some material. What do you think about that? Do you feel like people, are you one of the girls that be like, what I got on is in regards to the gym. This one I'm gymming in, I'm comfortable. So far as thirst traps, do you believe in, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you thirst trap? Stuff like
Like
that.
you mean like when people take photos in the gym?
Yeah, and stuff like that. So when you get your gym content and stuff like that, has it ever been a time where you feel me? You know?
So I can understand why people would think that like it's like thirst traps.
Yeah.
But really being someone that goes to the gym understands like it's really just showing off the progress and like where you've come and like really just even having those progress videos, photos for the future to look back on.
Yeah. You go by yourself or you got a gym partner?
I go by myself.
Yeah.
Mm. I honestly prefer going by myself.
Think you'd be more productive and stuff?
Most definitely. No distractions, no like small talk in between. Especially because gym sessions typically are like an hour and a half. And that's really like even trying to like rush a little bit.
For those that, so I know we kind of touched on like the type stuff like that. What would, for those that are viewing and stuff, might want to follow up with you? What is your type? So we already talked about like the gym.
Mm-hmm.
Slim, what, fit, tall, dark, and handsome. What you?
So, I definitely do like darker skin complexion. Someone, preferably someone who does go to the gym. And this might be very specific, but there's something about like a bigger back and like a small waist on a man. I don't know,
Sends you, huh?
something like that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say he have to be a dreadhead, but nice hair in general, I'd say.
Gotta be well put together. That hygiene is everything. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be prioritized, and it does wonders before you even open up your mouth, bro. If you smelling a certain type of way, it ain't gonna happen. For real. Lately, I don't know shit. I've been in the wind. I do love like IRL content and stuff like this. Just to see different perspectives, because a lot of thing is like different perspectives, and seeing again people backgrounds and seeing how strong they feel on certain things. Is it anything like specific that you might have in mind, or like a question that's been lingering so far for like the guys, for the fellas, that you ain't really like understand? You feel me? It just doesn't make sense. Like, why do guys do this? Like what's one of those icks for you?
Honestly, like the ghosting thing.
Ghosting.
Yes, ghosting for sure. Especially at my age, our age. Like, I feel like we're a little too grown for that. And also just like, especially when it's out of nowhere. Like there's no type of guessing of what could have happened or anything like that.
So you don't think that it's never the proper time to ghost somebody? First of all, so you be ghosting? Because if you be ghosting motherfuckers, you can't be sitting up here saying that.
No, I don't be ghosting nobody. No more at least.
Ah, see. I
So
was gonna say, okay. Yeah. I shit, I don't know. You feel me? It is like hit or miss, you feel me? I think that again communication go like, a long way. It does its wonders. So if you ain't fucking with somebody, tell them. I know a lot of the time, a lot of girls, they be leading guys on and shit like that. And she might not really be interested, you know. If you ain't fucking with them, tell them. But then again, I know a lot of guys, they be like persistent. They won't just don't want to tell. So that shit in itself can be, a roller coaster, you know.
very misleading, I'd say.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, what is your type if you have one?
My type?
Yeah.
Uh, for the longest, I thought I ain't have a type, chat, right? But I'm starting to notice I love red bones, Hispanics. If she bad, right? And if the energy match, you know, I wouldn't really say I got a type. Truth be told, it all depends. Gem girl is cool. Gem girl is cool. But like I said, I'll take a girl shit that's not in gym. We work on some other things, and stuff like that. I said I'm big on self respect, so she gotta take care of herself. Yeah. And what's your biggest red flags or pet peeves that you say that you got?
About myself?
Yup.
Oh.
Be honest.
Definitely my jealousy is something I've been working on. Um, I have like a short temper, but not in a sense like I'll blow up, but I get irritated real quick over like little things.
Yep. So you
Um,
be crashing out. You toxic.
I could if it's something that like no wait.
No,
No,
see?
let me stop you right
She
there.
be
So
crashing out. She be crashing out, chat.
I feel like I do have the capability, but like over time I definitely mastered like um what's the word I'm looking for?
Self control.
Yeah, self control.
Speaking of self control, do you feel like it's so what's a red flag that you see in a guy? It's like, I don't know. Or what's a red flag for you? What is something that should be a red flag, but it turns you on in a guy? Like, I don't know why.
Obsessiveness and possessiveness, definitely, because that's how I am.
You said possessiveness?
Mm. To an extent, like it's like the way he asserts it. Like, if he's like aggressive about it, like then it's like, no, that's crazy. That's like a definite red flag. But if it's in like, you know,
What about guys that be stalking and shit like that? I'm sure you had a stalker or two.
see, with girls, like we have to actually like you. Then that's whenever it's like, okay.
So you agree that, or you would say that it's not harassment if she likes you, or if she finds attractiveness to you.
I mean, I guess
You say she gotta like you.
in my opinion, yeah.
Yeah.
So if someone that I liked, if I found out he was stalking me, I'd kind of be like, a little um I wouldn't really mind. I'd probably find it like flattering, to be honest.
So
Now if it was someone weird, then I'd be like, what the fuck? Call the cops or something.
and combining these components, is it safe to say that nice guys finish last? You like bad boys, give or take.
Mm, I like a balance of both, like the way he asserts himself, but is also a gentleman.
Yeah. Okay.
A little bit of both.
Yeah. The world is the world a little sticky right now. You know, it's been a lot going on. I think that because I've been saying a lot of this stuff with like the food and stuff like that. I know we spoke briefly about like diet and and whatnot. Where do you think that the world is gonna be in the next 5 to 10 years? How everything's going with AI, the food. Where do you think that?
I wouldn't doubt it if it comes back that we are eating humans in like these fast food restaurants.
So you heard that shit about McDonald's and all of that too.
I believe it for
McDonald's, most of the
sure.
fast foods. Because realistically, I personally think, Chet, we don't got as much false advertisement as they give us, false optimism and whatnot. Where the hell you getting all of these chickens from? Where you getting all of this meat from? You know what I'm saying? And then it doesn't taste like real meat. It's been a lot of studies and cases where people they do little experiments. Even that birds and shit won't even touch this bird and a lot of the meat. You just leave it out. A lot of this shit doesn't even, mold or decay. It's like, so if the animals and the bugs don't even want to touch it, why the fuck should we be eating it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I seen that. Like, if I'm not wrong, like they left it out for like a couple months and it barely molded. But like with real food, that shit molds like the next day,
Yep.
the next couple days, 3 days maybe.
Yeah. That shit is sticky, twin. And overall, you feel like will it be like a dystopic society? Like what do you think? How do you think that the world will be in like the next 5 to 10 years overall, outside of like the food?
I feel like it'll still be at like a steady rate, a little bit worse, most definitely. I feel like we're slowly declining in every possible way, whether it's the food, the industries, the prices of things.
And do you think our government can ever truly be like overthrown? Cause they say we got what the strongest militia in the world. One of arguably a lot of people got mixed, feelings on it and stuff like that. But I mean, where it's going, cause even in the state we in now, like we in a desert, it's an open carry state. Any given point, someone can just been on their last fucking straw and they can unload. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that we have that, or knowing that that is a strong capability of happening at any given point, you in Costco, wherever, getting your groceries. How unsettling like is that like in itself?
Right.
Because that'll make one think like people that's birthing kids and stuff like that. There's a lot of things that you got to take into like consideration.
So we definitely have the potential to overthrow our government. It's really going to take a lot, though, a lot of people to come together,
Yeah, agreed.
like-minded people. But it's like, what is the possibility of that really happening?
Honestly, I feel like the right amount of fear keeps you grounded. Fear is one of the main pillars to like controlling like a group of people and keeping them in some way, shape, or form. Stationary is like, oh well, we got all the answers. You know what I'm saying? We got all of the resources, but really, like you stated, the people do. This area that we in right now, the complex alone, can cause some damage. You know what I'm saying? If they, shit with the right motivation, with the right push, the right plan. You know.
Most definitely.
But hopefully, we can all get on shit one accord and realize it's a energy, at large and stuff like that. Diving back, what's something that you always wanted to do? Like something are you like a thrill seeker?
Not necessarily, only because, like, I am scared of death or maybe the pain of death.
Yeah.
So while I might want to ride a roller coaster, I'm thinking in the back of my mind, like, damn, what if this shit falls, breaks, or whatever? So I do like to play on the safe side, but I'm more of a like like vibes. Like I want to go travel, see a lot of things.
So in regards to vibing and traveling, what's your ideal date? Do you look for do you look for a man to do he gotta go all out like on the first date for you? Because a lot of girls, like I was talking to one of my homegirls, and she feel like flowers should damn near be mandatory like on the first date. So do you feel like that should be mandatory? You know?
It's one of those things where it's not mandatory, but it definitely gives like plus 100 points.
Yeah.
Especially because women, we're not necessarily expecting that on the first date. So like you can imagine like her reaction whenever he does show up with some flowers. It's like, oh, on the first date.
Now I'm curious. What do you think about like the whole like Valentine's Day shit? You're a girl, right?
Hmm.
I suspect you to be you like pretty fond of it, you know? Is it something that you look forward to? Like if you dealing with a guy, have you ever been in a situation where you was dealing with a guy and he ain't come correct on Valentine's Day? And if that was the case, is it over with? Like dead in the water?
So I've only been in 2 relationships and they were so unromantic, but in the future I definitely plan on finding someone that actually would go all out for me.
Yeah.
But it's definitely like goes back to like choosing the right one. Because I understand men can be unromantic, but I think if you find the right one, he'll do it for the right one.
Yeah, I think to your point, people bring out different things in you, different qualities, and they reach and they can get through different barriers. So this person might have got to see a whole nother side of you, see that soft side of you, the soft spoken side, the more feminine side. And this other guy, he's like, oh well, she was masculine to me or whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? So in regards to that, what do you think about the whole feminine masculinity thing and shit like that? Cause this been an ongoing feud, and I open up my app and I see this shit all the time. You know, do you feel like that men have become very soft? And if men have become soft, why do you think that is?
I wouldn't say they necessarily became soft. I would say they definitely have changed over the years.
In a good way or a bad way? Elaborate.
Um, Less romantic, not really loving, I guess.
Yeah.
I feel like love is kind of like dying out. Because if you think about it, if you see like movies from back in the days, like they would be on little cute dates and stuff. Men would actually put in the effort. Nowadays, it's just really about fucking, or this is the baddest bitch I fucked. Look who I just fucked. Versus, oh, this is my wife. This is my life term partner, etc.
I think that a lot of generally speaking, well, I say like on my side of the fence shit, I believe a lot of guys are tired of pursuing a dead end, you know? If I'm putting in personally, the more effort I put in, and of course girls are gonna say, "Oh, well, you was dealing with the wrong one." That's all. I've heard that various times and whatnot. All right, but it seemed like the more effort I put in, the more the ship sink. You know, it sink way faster. You feel me? Now you got to put in effort. If you really feel for her, you really care about her, then you're gonna do things, and you're going to compromise for her. You feel me? And you're gonna be willing to sacrifice certain things and stuff like that. But it got to be for the right one. Like I'm not T Rory, Last.Genn ain't just simping. You feel me? So it's like it's got to be a thing. Like it got to be a balance between pursuing and chasing. I think that a lot of the time, girls in society they get it confused. It's be like these unrealistic expectations. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna just go ahead. Like I had a girl tell me not too long ago that basically if I wasn't willing to spend any money on her and she barely got to know me, I barely got to know her, then she got to throwing a little bit of names, accusations. Oh, you broke her. Oh, you're fearful of this. I'm not fearful of nothing. It just doesn't make sense. That's a bad investment. Why am I just gonna go out? And I feel like if you off the flat even requesting such things from me, that you probably definitely wouldn't even be willing to, you know, or be open to giving me, then you ain't even feeling me like that. Cause like you say, the money isn't everything. You feel what I'm saying?
Hmm.
You know. I think that a lot of the time with the with like the disrespect, because again, I'm big on respect. A lot of women say certain things, or they might come at you like a certain type of way, like they take your kindness for weakness. I'm being a gentleman, holding open the door, doing a lot of the other little things. But when you get into like abusing that, you feel what I'm saying, and thinking that, like, sometimes you just get treated like a pushover. So that shit can make you not even want to pursue. Like, I don't even cold approach. Feel what I'm saying? Because you feel me. Like if I see some fine shit or whatever, I'll acknowledge it. Sometimes every blue moon I might just shoot, but for the most part I don't even shoot. You feel me? It gotta be. We gotta damn near been locked out. She gotta damn near welcome me in that space, cause men are natural hunters. So if she give me something to work with, then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go after what I want. You know what I'm saying? But more of the times than not, if I just seen the girl from across the store, went up to her, hey, how you doing? Instantly shot down. Nope, it's over with. It's over with. And it ain't just, I mean, everybody ain't gonna be into you. That's cool. But it's how you feel what I'm saying, do that shit. So it's like, I think that setting boundaries, having self-respect and stuff like that goes a long way and shit like that. And would you say that are you on the market?
I'd say so. It really depends.
Y'all hear that, Chet? She say she's on the market. So, Leah the Space Cadet, TikTok, Instagram. She on some other platforms. Don't be scared to shoot y'all a shot, man. You never know. What's the right way to approach you? Like, we ain't gonna speak about it because I know a lot of girls mentioned so far as gym like base and stuff like that. Don't approach me mid set. So what would be like?
Definitely.
So you had that happen to you a few times and shit.
Nah.
Yeah.
I haven't had anyone approach me like directly inside the gym.
Yeah. Okay. So you pretty much nigga can shoot his shot. He can come approach you in the store, stuff like that.
Actually, I take that back. Sorry. So I wasn't mid set, but he waited for me to go hit the cardio section, and he tapped me on the shoulder while I was on the treadmill. But I'd prefer that over like mid set.
Yeah. Mid set is kind of crazy. I'm working here. Have some dignity. Have some respect, man.
You're like in the middle of making that one face, like when you're at the top.
Yeah, I'm damn near at like that last rep. You want to disturb everything. Either I'm finna overly hit a PR or I'm finna pull some shit. You feel me?
If someone approaches me mid set, I'm probably gonna ignore them until I'm done. Cause like I can't stop the flow. I'm like rep 4. I got 4 more to go. Like, what you want me to do? Stop? Talk? Yeah. Like, no. You definitely gonna have to wait.
Let me switching gears a bit. Do you think that past matters? Before we dive more into that, do you, cause this really go hand in hand, right? Do you want a guy that's more seasoned, or you want a rookie? Could you fare well with like a virgin, or do you want a guy like if a man came to you and told you, I slept with 50 women. You got 2 guys, he slept with 50 women. He's a virgin. Which one would you ideally, you know what I'm saying? Like if you had to settle down long term, you've been talking to both of them, gotten to know, and you like both of them. But now you at that point where it's like, I gotta let one of these guys go,
I personally really don't care. I'd rather see the person, their actions moving forward versus their past. I'd probably prefer to not know their past, because then I feel like when you know someone's past, that's when you start judging, that's when you start calculating, that's when you start having doubts. And you can have like this amazing connection with someone, but then you hear about their past and then you start rethinking. So me personally, I'd rather see their actions moving forward and how they treat me.
So past to you doesn't matter at all?
Right.
I gotta disagree. The reason being is it doesn't fully dictate everything, but past does matter, because a lot of the time what we see, people tend to try to cover and justify it, but we see a lot of traits. Trauma, mates with trauma, So a lot of the time we see a lot of ill characteristics that haven't exactly been correctly, you feel me, addressed, and it can pour over into that next situationship, into that next relationship. We also know that if we talking more so towards sex, those bodies that gets accumulated, that time that you spend, you start mimicking people, turning into them. That's why after a certain time, people say you look like your partner and stuff like that. You get the texting like this person. You carry that person stays with you type shit. And after a certain point, you feel me, it could be hard to lock in or be difficult, to give this person maybe what they need shit in that moment. Or what you might need to, make the situation work type shit. Because it could, for whatever reason, nigga like, okay, they checking all of the boxes, but it's just something missing. Because soul ties is big. Soul ties is everything. You know what I'm saying? Personally, I don't know. You feel me? She can't, obviously, like, after a certain point, it's like, I couldn't take her serious, right? But I know now how it is. I wouldn't really strive to try to have like a version. You feel me? That'd be damn near impossible. At the same time, I don't really focus on it too much because I done already done my due diligence. I'm not a virgin, so you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But after a certain amount of bodies, I can't do nothing with you. I ain't even gonna hold you. You feel me? Just from what I seen, just off experience, most of the girls I talked to that had an exceptional amount of bodies, you feel me? It just shit the dust, it just wasn't connecting. You feel what I'm saying? It seemed to be like kind of like a trail history and shit, you know? So I don't know. It is icky.
I would say for me, it is to an extent too. Like, when it comes to cheating, I do believe once a cheater, always a cheater. So cheating is definitely something that I don't look over when it comes to the past. Like, if somehow it came up in conversation. Abuse in past relationships, that's something I definitely won't take lightly.
But we gotta address this now, cause in a sense,
I already know what you're gonna say. Go ahead.
it's a bit contradicting, though. You said, cause you stated before that the past, basically people can evolve, they can change, and past doesn't matter.
So
But if
when
you
I
cheated
said,
in the past,
so
that
whatever,
person couldn't grow from that. You know what
what
I'm
I
saying?
was saying in past, I was talking specifically about like bodies, like who have they done in the past. Now, when it comes to cheating, that's a little different.
I don't know, twin. I'll be honest, cause I'm gonna address both of those points. When it comes shit to the bodies, obviously, again, we both agree that a certain amount of bodies is too much. Obviously, I can argue, and we'll probably address it at some point, differentiating between the two with man and woman when it comes to like accumulating bodies and shit like that. But I don't know, bro. Like that shit is shit kind of like crazy. Cause generally speaking, you wouldn't want, if you walked in a room and your man, right? You and your man walk in a room, girls giggling, laughing. He done slept with half of this room. You wouldn't care. Like, you wouldn't care at all. They was, cause sometimes girls be petty. Guys be petty too, but a lot of times girls be petty. Maybe joking, might throw some shit in your face, whatever. You wouldn't care about that at all. Like, damn, you really slept. You have no discipline. You wouldn't look at that like that, or would it still, like, the past still wouldn't matter type shit?
It really depends, like, on the situation. Like, I don't see in what situation that would be in. Like, that would make sense if you know what I'm saying. Like, I need more details, basically. Like, are we walking into a party and this is his sister's homegirls and he done slept with his sister's homegirls? Like, it depends on, like, the situation. That's when it's like, damn, you put me in a weird situation.
I ain't gonna lie, personally, I ain't possessive, but I am a bit territorial, like, in regards to, if all these niggas can say that they touched you, that would definitely make me look at her, a certain type of way. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, not me, but unfortunately, a lot of guys, a lot of bozos, they put such things on trophies. But you gotta, in a way, I kind of look at it from a different aspect, because it's like, too, he had her face in the sheets. in a certain way, slipped out, she put it back in, all of those great things and stuff like that. These different men, especially if niggas came in or whatever the fuck, like that shit matter. This supposed to be, you feel me? It's gonna make me look at, you know what I'm saying? These 4 guys right here, I know for a fact, did that. You feel me?
So then, with that same logic, you might as well just go fuck with a virgin, because in this day and age, everyone definitely fucking. Like, we all fucking. So it's like,
That's what I said.
you know, so
It'd
it's
be
either
impossible.
you find someone that's a virgin, or just don't take anyone seriously.
Yeah, it is an ultimatum, you know. And before I go and wrap on and add to that, I wanted to touch on that other goal post in regards to cheating, cause cheating for men and women are different. You know what I'm saying? You hugging a nigga, you giving a nigga too much attention, you kissing another man, all that shit is cheating. That's treachery. Cause again, I believe cheating start upstairs. It start mentally before it ever become physical. And once he mentally breaks her down, he will physically break her down and dominate. You know what I'm saying? You will not have her back. She's not coming back. You feel me? So cheating, you feel what I'm saying? Like, that shit is big. It is a deal breaker. But I do think that people can evolve. Cause I've cheated, and I've said on record I cheated. I enjoyed it, you know, when it happened. It was a fun time. But now I don't. It sounds kind of crazy, Chet. I have cheated before,
At least he's honest, though.
you know, and not justifying it. Cause see, I only been in 2 relationships. The first relationship, it was my cheat was more like on some get back shit. I found out, and that's what I be saying, cause a lot of girls take shit like this to the grave with them. I value honesty over everything. You know what I'm saying? I found out that Shorty had done something with someone close to me, and I ain't find out till years after the fact. You know what I'm saying? That's what I be saying. Past matters. This shit happened. You didn't tell me. You feel me? And I found out. You feel what I'm saying? And then I did what I did, kind of like shit impulsively. It don't make it right. It's not what I'm saying. But, you know, that was the reason why I cheated. Now I just walk away. Bitch play with me, disrespect me. I ain't gonna use the B word. A woman disrespect me, you know, and do such of an act. She gotta go. You know, I really feel like that. You can't let somebody have the opportunity to fuck you over twice. I don't give second chances. I ain't gonna lie to him.
I agree.
Once I'm off you, I'm off you. Like, I love or I care in the facet kind of hard. You know what I'm saying? It take a lot for me to even feel for somebody that way. So you got me to feel this way, and then you played your flick, and you did this foul ass shit when I ain't deserving. I was actually being solid. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Real spell. Check it out. Hold on, Chet. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Shit. It is scarce out here. In regards to that, so I'm a double back. And again, if you a cheater, you a scumbag. I said what I said. You shouldn't be out here cheating, folks. Cheating ain't cool, man. You doing more damage than good. Just walk away shit from the situation. You know what I'm saying?
So then, question of the day: can cheaters change?
Yeah. If past don't matter, we can't be one foot in and one foot out. We got to keep this shit P, twin.
Now, I say again, it depends on the situation. So if I'm with somebody and he cheat on me, it's over with. I ain't gonna give you another chance. Now, maybe if he cheated in other relationships, maybe. But then again, it brings me back to that point where it's like, you thought your last girlfriend was the one. I'm assuming, I'd hope. And you cheated on her. What makes you think that you're not gonna cheat on me and I'm the one?
Past matters. If you a cheating motherfucker, then the possibility, cause I feel like everybody got the ability to cheat. I don't think that nobody is 100% loyal. I don't fuck with nobody talking about. If you was put under the right situation, your ass to cheat. Like example, I just seen a whole thread you know, with the whole Chris Brown shit. You know how many married girls I'm seeing in that comment? I just seen a girl, and I'm gonna have a twin when he arrived. Pull up the video and show the chat. She had a ring on her finger, and it came to find out, niggas did the research. She is married. So you letting another man bump and grind on you, and you could justify that and say that that's not cheating. It's cheating. What are we talking about? And this ain't the first time that you've done something like this. This is why you have to go through different trials and stuff like this before you get to the point of a ring and to the point of no return. Because now, divorces are nasty. Women initiate most of them. So, now you got to go through that. You deserve that. Personally, my girl can go, if she's a grown ass woman, she can go to the concert. When you come back, I won't be here. That's how
Where
I
you
feel.
gonna be at?
Well, I'll be here. She got to bounce. I'll say that. Go ahead, leave that key on the counter. It's over with. Real shit.
So I have a question. What is your thoughts on celebrity crushes? You going for it?
I'm not going for it. It's basically where I'm
Not going for it at all.
Shit dead. You prioritize. I don't want to hear none of that shit. You prioritizing another man over me. I see how girls freak out and tweak out. You got motherfuckers passing out over Chris Brown, Michael Jackson, NBA Youngboy, all these other artists and stuff like that, right? Y'all don't even get that happy when y'all man come home from work. After y'all, let's say y'all not seeing y'all man, y'all ain't seen him in 4 days. You don't even jump on him like that and get that motherfucking happy. Give a little smooch. Y'all jumping on him, wrapping y'all legs around this nigga back. And motherfuckers look at that.
Feral.
Yeah. Girls say that shit like that ain't, you call it jealousy. To me, it's common sense. If I see that shit, she's not my girl. It's over with.
It's like, it's common decency for real. Because what do you mean you're in my face talking about he or she's so fine, that's your husband, and I'm standing right here, and I'm supposed to go for that? Like, that's crazy.
Nah, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. That shit tainted. I don't do celebrity crushes. I gotta say, I run a strict program, but it ain't that strict, because I don't be liking people. You want to leave, you can leave. I respect your decision. So, depending on how you handle certain situations, because I do need to see her operating under pressure. Depending on how you handle those, it's a no-go. Too many bodies is over with. Celebrity crushes, it's a wrap.
What about male friends?
Definitely a wrap. That's damn near one of the worst. We not doing male friends.
What if?
Ain't no what ifs. We not doing no motherfucking male friends, bro. That shit turkey. Let's just nip that in the bud. Why? What is it? The way I look at it is, what is it that he giving you that I can't give you? You feel me? We shouldn't even having to ask that question is insane. A whole nother man. You know what I'm saying? Male friends, because girls always, and that'd be funny to me, girls always saying what a real man supposed to do, how a man supposed to operate. I speak from the experiences in the life as a man, a young black man, because I know how it is, how we think, how hard it is for us. So if I'm telling you this is how men think, for you to still combat that and try to justify it is insane to me. Like, you're going to give me your perspective as a woman. I don't know how the hardship is as a woman. I deal with women. I've been around women all my life. But I'm not a woman. You feel me? So, of course, you're going to know more so. But I know that men are, again, natural hunters. I know that man will see that any little room of an opportunity and leeway, he's going to take that opportunity to fuck your girl. And most of the time, guys don't even want the girl for the girl. They want her because you're dealing with her. Because as we know, most of the time, people don't want you until they see you with somebody else. So why even put or allow the situation to unfold like that if I could prevent it? We not doing that. Even you coming to ask me for a threesome, ask me, can I go link up with my male friends? Of course. Go do the threesome. Go link up with your male friends. But once we depart and our eyes set off of each other, I will not be here anymore. And you will feel my absence, because you're going to realize that was you just lost something. Again, you lost something potentially you could have had for the long run over some temporary fun. So was it really worth it? You wanted to see if the grass was greener on the other side. You got right to do so. But since you seen that it wasn't green on the other side, don't bring your ass back. You feel me? A lot of girls I talk to done shit like that. you try to come back after you left, you feel me? In the name of empowerment, whatever the fuck, whatever the reason was, I could have just not been producing for you, and I respect that. But don't come back. You feel me? Why you come back? It be like that Mortal Kombat. It's like finish him. You know what I'm saying? It be like finish him and shit. What's your thoughts on like abortion and stuff? Are you pro or are you anti-abortion?
I'm pro-abortion.
So you just killing shit. What you want? You
However that process goes. Yeah, I'm for it because it is definitely a life-altering decision. Having it, keeping it, and I feel like that is your decision to make. It is definitely a responsibility. Honestly, I feel like a lot of parents nowadays don't even deserve to have the children that they have.
I was talking to one of my homegirls right recently, and she said that she feels like the abortion is pretty much 100% like on a woman. You feel me? She gave me an analogy that I didn't agree with, and it said like if she asked me to clip my nuts, would I do that? You feel me? I basically got right to say no. It's my nuts, so she's saying it's her stomach, it's her body, but I just don't agree with that. It takes two to make a baby. I don't understand. Again, as I always say, I'm not a woman, so I don't understand exactly the magnitude to which y'all go through during the pregnancy, being on that table, and stuff, and how that, because a lot of the time the baby kill woman at birth, kill her during the process. It takes a lot, postpartum, all of that shit. It's a lot. It's one of the most sacred things amongst any species. Is a woman giving birth. It's one of the top things. At the same time, this just goes back to the thing of what I say that man feelings or whatever and shit like that isn't considered, because the fact that you feel like you can, because a lot of the time man want the baby, but she don't want the baby, so she'll go and she'll kill the baby. You know what I'm saying? Or she'll go through that process. That's dead ass wrong. You feel me? At least have a conversation. At least give him that. What about how he feel? Without your eggs, without the fertilization of it all, you feel me? And without my sperm, there is no child. One cannot do without the other. So we made a grown decision to have this baby. We should both be able to come to a decision, a responsible decision. What makes most sense for our situation and stuff like that in regards to, moving forward shit with the abortion or not. A lot of time women do want the baby and man don't, and she still have it. You feel what I'm saying? Or again on the other side where she end up killing the baby. I just don't agree with that. I think that we should have saying the matter. Woman's opinion matter. Our voice definitely matters, as well in regards to that. You know. Personally, I'm 50-50 on it. I think it's all situational.
I agree.
If y'all had a one night stand and shit like that, and y'all didn't know each other, y'all was never really in contact. Y'all met like in the bar. Y'all met in the club. You feel me? And the goal was to never have a child. I understand where one may come from, saying, okay, well, why did you have sex then? Why did you go in raw? But you got to look at it. It's so many variables. It's all situational. The condom could have slipped off. It could have been a hole in the condom. She could have been on birth control, which proves to not be 100% effective, which we know. Many women have gotten pregnant off birth control. So you could have taken precaution, but the shit just didn't go in your favor. So why in the broken home rate is higher than it's ever been amongst any other, civilization and time frame throughout humanity. So why increase that for a situation, just off of, I think that that's a logical answer. I was talking to bro about it. He said that that's not necessarily logical. You feel me? He think that that's more feeling based. I think more feeling based would be, okay, well, I feel like it'd be right. You got to look at exactly like what's right and wrong. You feel me? Again, though, I agree that 100% shit. Y'all made a dope decision. Y'all was fucking. Yeah, come behind that.
So I definitely agree that it should definitely be a conversation between the two, but ultimately, I feel like it should be up to the woman because she is the one carrying the baby for 9 months. She is the one that's gonna have to go through labor, and if she doesn't do it the natural way, she is gonna have to get that big ass epidural in her back.
Well, the C-section. I don't really know how that work. That epidural you said in the back.
The epidural, it like If I'm not wrong, it like eases the pain. I could be wrong.
So let me ask you, if that is the case, because we say it all the time, I know what you're gonna say, because most girls say it, right? If that's the case, when a baby comes, can you still hold him to any responsibility then? If he told you, if you knew 100% from the start he didn't want this child and you made the decision to go through with it. Because a lot of the time what happened to a woman to bash the man after that, it'd be like, oh, well, you feel me? You knew where I stood. You told me before that you respected that and we had an agreement that we both didn't want kids. Now you got pregnant and now that switched. A light switch happened. You like, oh, I want to have this baby. That's crazy. It is your body. But after the fact, now you gonna expect me to have a full shit obligation to that. You feel me? It's crazy.
Yeah, that's right. Cause he definitely shouldn't have no type of obligation. And I feel like if it even comes to it, then have some sort of contract beforehand that states I am not responsible. You want this child. I don't even know if that's a thing, but if that is a thing.
I know it is. I know it is an option. Talk about contracts and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
You know the Anthony Edwards situation.
Who?
Anthony Edwards. He like a famous basketball player. Played for the Minnesota Timberwolves. What he did is he instead of paying child support, the woman, they both had an agreement. Both didn't want kids. He tried to even prevent it from happening. Gave her, I think he sent her like over 100K or it was some crazy for an abortion. And she took the money and did use it for something else. So she basically trapped him type shit. And they both again agreed before that they didn't want a baby and we'll say a mistake, but a mistake happened. You feel me? And so what he did is fast forward, he paid the abortion all up front. So he paid her the full, however much the sum would have been, taxed and everything, for the 18-year duration. He paid all that shit up front. And now he just going in the wind. And she's seeking the court. She's saying that that isn't right. That shouldn't they shouldn't have allowed that to happen.
Yeah, that's crazy.
She's seeking more money and shit like that. So you don't agree with that?
She definitely in the wrong.
But I'm saying though, do you agree? Do you think that it's right for her to request more than getting it all up front?
I honestly would have sued her.
Well, I'm trying to
from the beginning.
I just want to understand. You feel me? Like, how much money? I don't have a child, but I got nieces and nephews, little cousins and whatnot, and I can see how expensive it is, how exhausting it could be. Just more so on like the financial aspect, right? How much do you need for one child, gang?
And you said that.
Because he paid her 18 years up front, so he gave her, she pretty much got, if I'm not mistaken, a few mil for this shit. That's for one child. You need more money than that? This sound like you want to make this more so for you.
Right. Most definitely trying to milk it.
And even then, that's enough money for the two of you. You never have to work again. Even if you utilize $1 million correctly, we can go lower. But let's say in the middle, we can just go as low as $1 million. That's enough money for y'all set for life if utilized correctly.
Right.
Real shit. Most people don't even see that in their lifetime. Most people work to the average 65 with the 9 to 5 until they die. And you arguing that that's $1 million not enough is crazy to me. That's a lot of zeros in that bank account. Diapers ain't that damn much, you know?
And that's only for like, let's say the first 5-6 years of their life.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's actually crazy.
Tight, you know? More so, are you more like, have you ever wanted like a bike? Stuff like that, like a motorcycle? Like what's like your dream car?
I don't know. It's definitely changed over the years. Definitely a convertible of some sort.
A convertible?
Convertible, maybe like a Benz, white specifically. Some tan seats.
Yeah. Picture you cruising, shit in the Benz, huh? Yeah. I've been thinking too, cause I'm trying to get my homie to go like bungee jumping. You know what I'm saying? Do something like that. Cause we discussed, we was talking about cars and stuff. Mine is a Theodore Roosevelt. Again, for the ones that don't know, got the tire on the back. It's like an old 1920s to mid 1930s car. Wheel on the right side, not the left side. It's old school, chat. It's old school. But I can picture me rolling in that.
With a cigar.
Oh my mother. Facts. Facts. What back to the bungee jumping shit. Would you ever bungee jump?
Hell no. If anything, I'll like scuba dive.
Oh,
But I know
wait a damn
I
minute.
know bungee jumping. I don't know about that.
So hold on though. You would go get in there with the motherfucking fish before you would do that.
Mhm.
So tomorrow we finna set up scuba diving. I mean, yeah, scuba diving.
If you paying for it, shit, I'll be in there snorkeling.
Don't send me off. That's block worthy.
That's crazy.
I be blocking shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'll be blocking motherfuckers. Yeah, oh yeah. You just said you spoke about ghosting and then you what? Is there another foreign for? You send nigga off, Jane.
What you mean?
If niggas set up, like the scuba diving and shit like that. But honestly, I don't really get nervous that much. But I will be nervous around the fish, bro. Now I've always been fascinated with fish and shit like that, sharks.
Same.
And like I said, one of my deepest desires, I want to go to the Mariana Trench. One of the deepest, lowest sea points and surface levels known to man, where breathing becomes pretty much damn near non-existent, And it takes a special type of equipment just to access such a point.
And you want to go there?
I do want to go there.
You're crazy.
I probably wouldn't come back, you know what I'm saying? But stuff like that is something I'm open to. But just in regards to scuba diving, every time I hear scuba diving, I think about the Mariana Trench. That's pretty much why I brought it up, Chet. Shit fascinating, man. As a child, what was like your dream occupation or like your dream job that you wanted to always do, like as a young girl?
I honestly can't remember.
Yeah.
Because I've always been like jack of all trade type of person, never really having like my mindset on one thing. I had a whole bunch of different ideas. Never really anything that like I wanted to focus solely in. Up until now I could see myself doing gym content, etc.
Tight. I think other than going to the Mariana Trench, I used to have like a large Lego collection for real. It was decent. I used to always want to be an architect or be an astronaut. Now I want to go to the Mariana Trench. I'm moving up in the ladder slowly but gradually, or down, I should say.
I think it might have been something random like a firefighter or something. Now that I think about it.
It's funny because I thought about being a firefighter before.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I thought when people I used to live with, I walked in one day, she had an application, and she was like, it was on the counter. She was like, hey, I got this for you. I'm like, what's this? She was like, it's an application, they looking for people. It's something that I think that, you'll like, and you can excel in. Like, I don't know. I don't never really thought about being a firefighter. But out of the bunch, paramedics, police, and them, firefighters the ones.
Right.
To me, like them boys. Them boys, man.
They're always like cool. Like I remember when they came to our elementary school.
Yep.
I think that's what did it. That's what really like made me think like, oh, I want to be a firefighter. They were just so cool to me.
Yeah. Hell yeah. So I be saying there only be so much time shit in the day, so much time shit in the world. You feel me? I know we talked about like celebrity crushes, and like you said, you're not going for. Do you feel like a man and a woman can ever just be friends?
I think so. But then again, it is like it really does depend on the situation. Maybe if they're both not attracted to each other, I feel like it could definitely work. But if one's attracted to the other, I feel like there's always gonna be feelings on one end.
But when you say attracted, do you mean specifically, I got some feelings for you, I care for you, Or
Yeah,
is it just you're attractive, but I wouldn't do anything?
the first one.
Okay. I I got some platonic friends. I didn't think it was possible until I met them.
Right. That's why I think so, because like I have male friends that I don't look at like that. It's like strictly platonic.
Do you think that if you gave them the opportunity, do you think that they would take it? Honestly, you always in a room and you just tested them, or you hit them up. Shit, tonight after this, I'm bored. I just been going through a lot. I'm sore from the gym. I could just use a massage. You got me. You
Honestly,
got your girl. What's up?
I think they going for it. Not even like trying to be on some cocky shit, but like I've been around men my whole life. Like I know like how men think. So it's like I feel like yeah.
So can men and women? I guess that kind of changed the answer then. I mean, I know you said that it depends. That was pretty much like your answer, which is more like a 50-50, I guess. Yeah. I think that if the opportunity presents itself, most men are fuck. Speaking personally, I wouldn't. I've been in that situation with, them, and I haven't tempted, touched them, none.
And would you say with those, are you like physically attracted to them?
Both. I'm attracted to everything. Bad bitches, I ain't gonna lie. They fire. If you seeing this,
And you ain't never wanted to?
of course, I ain't gay. Hell yeah. But out of sake of, cause I don't get friends on. Let me just say that, and I say that humbly. You feel me? I don't allow that shit to happen. Guys be allowing. I'm not. I want you or I don't. You feel me? You know I'm finna friend zone me. I ain't finna act like I'm your friend just to get in good graces with you type shit. So we have had that conversation. You know what I'm saying? On what that could have looked like, but we both agreed that that isn't conducive or congruent to what could potentially be. I'm attracted to the mindset. I think the mindset was the main thing. As I'm thinking, like maybe in another lifetime, maybe wifey material. But the way shit is, I don't even want to cross that line. And we've been knowing each other for a specific amount of time now, to where I don't even want to disrespect those girls. You feel me? Like I'm really like family, so I'm not finna do that thinking with my other head. You feel me? It ain't got to the point where it's gonna sound crazy. Like I say, I'll be around them. I don't even be getting brick and shit like that. You feel me? Cause like you my people. I be talking to motherfuckers shit like you one of the guys type
I
shit.
don't know if I'm going for that.
You ain't going for that?
I don't. I don't think I'm going for that.
I'm
I
not
ain't gonna
saying
lie.
not. I'm not saying like not all the time. You feel me? Of course. Again, I ain't gay. Of course, motherfuckers definitely gon' Damn, like that motherfucker might be setting up. Like the thought have crossed my mind, but I snap out of that shit because it's like this your people. You know what I'm saying? What we could potentially have outweighs so much more of that. You feel what I'm saying? So I ain't finna fuck that up. It ain't worth it. Guys got to be more disciplined. Speaking of being more disciplined, since we on the topic of this, do you feel like who do you feel like is the prize, like between man and woman? Do you think that it's all subjective? Depends on who you ask. Do you?
I feel like the relationship itself is a prize. Like finding someone that you actually love and it's actually mutual, having mutual affection, just everything mutual. I feel like when people use the word chase, it means that someone's running away. So if someone's running, then there's no point in pursuing that. It has to be an equal pursuit.
Exactly. That go back to shit what I was saying about having that balance between pursuing and chasing. I'll pursue you, but I will never chase you. I just don't got it in me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, don't play games with me and try to set up different. You feel me? Or you supposed to do this, or if you like me, tell me, shorty. Let's go ahead and figure this out. Sit down, have a little brunt, whatever. But stop with the mind games. I ain't doing that.
Right.
I'm seeing through that. And to your point, like you were stating, shit, it is kind of crazy. A lot of motherfuckers, they be saying like I'm the prize and I'm the prize. My counter is, if you the prize, how are you the prize? What makes you the prize? You know what I'm saying? A lot of women tell me that she the prize. Okay, you got confidence is everything. You entitled to that. how are you the prize? What qualities and attribute do you absorb? You know what I'm saying? What radiate, like, what makes you the prize?
And I feel like those attributes are definitely unspoken. Like you shouldn't be up here saying like, "Oh, I have this, I have that." It should definitely be something that's spoken for itself.
That's what I be saying, like, cause motherfuckers always, saying shit like that. I feel like those type of things you shouldn't even have to speak on. Shit just speak for itself. Speaking of that, turning the tide a little bit. Have you ever had like weak cock for like like weak dick again? Like what? I guess what I'm at. Okay, a better.
Yeah.
Let me rephrase. What is that deciding factor? Like, no, this ain't it. Is it? And is you more of a two-way question? What is that deciding factor? Is this solid, or this shit was a waste of time? And are you a motion in the ocean, or is it a size? Like what? How you coming?
So for me, size definitely doesn't matter. Um,
So you had a two piece.
huh?
No sauce. You had a two piece.
Because I've definitely been with someone who had it, but definitely did not know how to use it. So it's like, what are we doing here? Um,
Pause. Not a two piece, but you referring to it to a foot long when you say had it but not knowing how to use it type shit.
I don't want to say foot long, but
I paused it
a
before on photo.
decent size.
Okay.
Um, I've had times where there was no foreplay. I've had times where there was just too much foreplay. So it's definitely a balance, like not too much, not too little.
We talk.
It's like so many different factors. I feel like
I think we once talked about this before. What is too much foreplay? Because you remember Uncle Elroy next Friday, he was in that bitch with a G string. He had a thong, horse mask. Said before foreplay, he was freaking in the motherfucker. So what's crossing the line? Cause the right amount of foreplay is solid.
right.
You feel me? Cause they say that girls, it's up to the guy to get her wet, or get her turned on, to get her, you feel me, engaged like that.
Most definitely.
And I agree. You know.
Like for an example, I've had someone that like wanted to make out for like 20 minutes, and that was it. No touching, no caressing, literally just strictly making out.
He ain't grab buns.
No.
He might have been gay, gang. I ain't gonna lie. I can't say that, but he might have been a zesty fester, transform, whatever.
It was like a car type thing, so maybe I don't know if I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. I don't know if it would be different if it was like, you know.
Fuck that. You talking about a car? We ain't going for that. Hell no. You talking about a car? The hell no. Like,
so you never done it in the car?
yeah. Head in the window. It was a blast. I ain't gonna lie. See, the thing about the car is, twin, like, damn. So the thing about the car is, like, it is a little tight, but it's like one of them things where it's like, it feel like you almost shouldn't be doing it. I think that's what make it more fun, because we in the car a lot of time.
Hell no. Car is not. If I were to rank a car, it'd probably be like 5 out of 10, 5, 6 out of 10.
I don't mean to snoop or pry, but when you say that, so what's the craziest place you?
Movie theater.
It was like what we? Are we full on top
Full
row?
on. Yeah. See, it was empty though. It was empty.
I gotta lean up for this shit. Damn, I gotta
It was
step my
empty.
game up. When
Some head.
that new Marlon Wayans come out, I need my. Never mind. We'll circle back to that.
Wait.
No, we'll circle back to that photo. Damn, twin. So his head was between your thighs. How was that?
Both. Like that and then flipped. And then like full on intercourse.
Y'all had a session in that bitch. So it ain't what? Okay, so because you said the movie theater was like empty.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking it was around this time of night. Was this in the previews, or was this during the climax? Rise in action, like the movie. Like,
Mm, I don't remember. This was a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Definitely at the beginning though. I don't think we like intended to watch the movie.
Yeah.
Mm.
When it's what is it for you what is that separator? Is you a girl like you need that motherfucker ate off the bone, or do you like to like what?
Definitely a little bit at least.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying you gotta get me off right then and there before we jump into it, but that definitely adds like.
Like lip activated. He in that motherfucker. Something decent.
That was a crazy ass statement.
that is, yeah. You know, sundown. You know, this one Last.Genn come out to play.
I wonder if J-Dog in this.
I wonder if J-Dog is in this. J-Dog, if you watching this, I want to know how you almost broke that recliner again. I need answers, twin. I will have them before the end of this weekend. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know, before let y'all know, hey, it's fight night. Anything goes. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure y'all tuning in. I got Canelo. I'm taking any betters. Let me know within the next hour. Don't hit me up bullshitting. You know what I'm saying? All in all, do you have any like? I know we talked about the past and stuff like that. You feel like past doesn't matter, and we definitely gonna dive back into that, right? Do you have any advice for any upcoming like content creators? Cause you gymming is like your niche, and you do like excel in it. You feel me? You have solid numbers, and you know you pretty solid. You pretty consistent, and you know what I'm saying. I definitely got like respect for you. So
Appreciate you.
for sure. So what advice do you have for those that want to tap into that space? What helped you?
Honestly, I feel like a passion is really gonna get you there. Doing something you love, and then I feel like that really does show in your content. Also, consistency, and really breaking out of the fear, because that's what definitely held me back a little bit at first, and still kind of is. Like, I'm still getting used to talking in front of a camera, so this was kind of like weird for me. But definitely breaking out of that, and really just doing it. Just do it.
That moth. I'm listening to you. My shit went dead for a minute. I ain't gonna lie to you. That motherfucking what's that instrument? The banjo, whatever the fuck it is. You. Never mind. I'm an artist. Could be a musician, depending on who you ask.
Are you comparing?
No. I beat shit, but we ain't talking about that though. You know what I'm saying? What advice do you have for like the young girls? You know what I'm saying? Me and you, we same generation. Pretty young, young grown adults. What advice do you got specifically like for the young ladies?
Like in life?
Yeah. That you wish you would have knew, I guess, early on and stuff like that. That could have helped you find yourself better,
When it comes to relationships, I would say don't even focus on relationships. I would say if it comes naturally, then that's even better. But if it's something that you're actually seeking out, definitely focus on really your path in life.
Valid. Well, them was all solid takes. All in all, it's been a blast. It's been a pleasure. I appreciate you, having you here, sharing this space. Definitely got more on the way. Special guest Leah.
Thank you for having me.
Get with y'all soon.
That's why I give the glory.